Hola,
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be.
and welcome to Franco's podcast.
A long time no see. No, okay, that's lies. We see each other we hear each other every 2 weeks. So, lies, lies, lies.
Correcto.
Anyways, how has Franco been? We haven't really asked how is he doing.
Frank is
Do you
doing
know?
great. He's growing up.
He's growing up.
Yeah, I think like in Franco years now, he's like a teenager.
He's like a teenager now. All
Uh,
right. Slowly getting there.
yeah.
So, what kind of question he has for this week, or what does he want to know?
He wants to know what are the different holidays in our countries. So,
Nice. Christmas is approaching. Every store you enter, you hear "All I want for Christmas." I'm sorry, unpopular opinion, but I hate this song. Little Frango doesn't wanna go to school. Better put his headphones in and it's Franco's podcast on!
I will not comment on that, but yeah, I don't like that song neither. So let's jump into the topic.
Alright, so should we start like at the beginning of the year, like January, or should we start from now? Like the
Let's start. Yeah, let's start from. So let's go back to the
let's
topic.
go back to the topic of the
Anthem number 2.
yeah,
So
the
let's
national holidays. So we
so-
start from January.
the last one. Let's start for the last one.
Let's
So-
start from the last one. Okay, so 1st of November in Slovakia is the All Saints Day, and we don't celebrate Halloween. It's not tradition that we are particularly keen on. The kids definitely not. I mean, there's like Halloween parties in the center, but no, we don't really celebrate Halloween that way. All Saints Day is more like it's a national holiday, so we don't work. And sorry. And normally, since Slovakia is more religious, you go to the church, and then people or like whole families gather and go to the cemeteries to grieve their deceased, basically. So yeah, that's what we do the 1st of November.
yeah, in Ecuador it's the second.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty religious. You go to church, you go to
But
cemetery.
the
you
second is not All Saints Day. The second is All Deads Day.
But it's the same meaning, the same holiday, which is something that's cool, or used to be cool when I was in Ecuador. It's in my city. It's a local holiday on the first,
Uh-huh.
and then the second is that day, and the third is the independence of Cuenca, the third largest city in Ecuador. So you had 3 days off.
Amazing. So you don't celebrate it the same way as in Mexico,
No,
the Dia de los
it's
Muertos. It's not that colorful and
no, it's not like that. But there are especially two things. One drink from purple corn, I talked to you about before.
Okay.
It's called Corada Morada, and it's very, at least in my region, it's only made during this time.
Okay.
And then they have special bread, which is called wawa, or like baby kid. I don't know. They don't look like, luckily, but they're very tasty. So the combination is perfect.
All right. Okay. So 1st of November. Then what is? Is there something in between November and Christmas for
Well,
Ecuador?
For Ecuador, now I see like the December 6th is the foundation of Quito, the capital of Ecuador, which I don't remember. We don't in my city. Of course, we don't do nothing about. But in Quito, it's a big party.
Yeah.
Like it's I think the whole week, and there are a lot of celebrations. People just go into the streets. There are how they are called, but they are this kind of buses alike when people get in and go just it's like party bus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the word right now. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it's like national holiday, but it's very very specific in the city of Quito. In Slovakia, we have the Velvet Revolution, but it's like more
17th of November. This is more like political, and then actually 6th of December is also, it's not a national holiday, but it is celebrated as the Saint Nicholas Day, and he brings. You have to clean your shoes, and leave them in the like outside, and he brings sweets and fruits if you were good. And if you were not, he brings you potatoes and onions.
which I don't like.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like instead people that give you chocolate in that way, it's cool. Then we go to Christmas, which is I feel like.
Which day do you celebrate? Which day do you celebrate Christmas, and which day do you open presents? Because this is a huge debate every time.
It's a hot topic. So I think we officially celebrate Christmas on the 25th.
Yeah, the same
However,
year.
but the Christmas Eve, so you have dinner with your family on the 24th, and as supposed to supposed to open the gifts at midnight.
All right.
But yeah, I think depending on what time you start, and sometimes you don't. Maybe you make it to midnight, but you don't wait for midnight anymore.
Yeah, so it's the same here. 24th, the evening, it's the dinner, then the presents, and then you go to the church. And then 25th, it's like Christmas Day.
Yeah, it's something. It's very different. It's like
who brings gifts in Ecuador?
Santa Claus.
So for us, no. For us, it's baby Jesus who brings gifts. That's a big change, I think, from the rest of the world in general.
Yeah, I mean, we say that as Jesus brings them, but yeah, it gets more commercial now with Santa Claus. At least as in the times when I was a kid.
Do you also have the 26th as a national holiday?
We don't.
So we do, because it's the first Christmas day, or however we call it. So 26th is also a national holiday.
No, well, the biggest difference for me is like in Ecuador, 24th it's very busy. So some people still are working until lunch time, and then in the afternoon they will start to prepare the dinner or just try to get the gifts. But here in Slovakia,
it used to be like that back when my parents were young, but not anymore. Now 24th is like a free day.
Everything closes maybe at 11 the maximum, and then it's
maybe
empty.
Like supermarkets are open a bit longer, but
everything.
I think until 12. I think 12 like midday everything closes.
But anything like in the last couple of years it's not open at all with the new law.
Yeah, I think because there's now like more regulations and laws for these kind of national holidays. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, so for 3 days it's nothing going
but
around.
I think it's nice that people in supermarkets who work in supermarkets need holidays as well. And
yeah, I mean
you really can plan buy your fucking food like a bit before.
Anyways, so okay, Christmas it's cool. Then we go to New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so I think it's 1st of January only. Or?
Yeah, I mean, even when basically you celebrate the 31st of December, Saint Sylvester.
Yeah, like the evening from 31st to 1st, and then 1st is a free day, and it's also like the day of Slovak Republic, I think.
Foundation of Slovak Republic, but yeah.
So it's kind of like 2 in 1, so they don't have to give us one more day.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have any particular like traditions for New Year's Eve. Normally people go to a cottage in the mountains and get super drunk.
That's very Slovak. But yeah, also like in the city, you book a place, everything is super overbooked. You need to go and gather with friends. In Ecuador, it gets a bit more dangerous, so to speak, because we actually make these figures from carton and paper, and they maybe represent somebody, a superhero from Marvel, or it can be like politicians or football players, famous people, and then you burn them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wow. It's like Las Fallas in Valencia. Yeah. I don't know when that is, like in April or something, but
Yeah, and like the idea is cool because like when you burn somebody that you don't like, it's because you know
It's like
to keep away the negativity of it.
activity
With
in
somebody
the
like
past year.
that you like, it's to bring you know good energy for the person. In my family, we used to rotate people. So every year, somebody different from the family was burned. But then, yeah, you realize there are a lot of ecological issues with that,
Yeah.
and also like when you were, you know, burning the figures in on the street, then the street get damaged, and there's like more regulations. But
Yeah.
peop-
Actually, there's one tradition in Slovakia, and it's the food. So for New Year's Eve, I know you eat like smoked cooked meat with which looks like ham, like very thick ham with horseradish.
okay,
It's a very strange combination, but yeah.
never heard of it. Well, we totally miss the food on Christmas.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about food.
But yeah, in Ecuador it's very simple. Like it depends on family from family. So we can have pork, turkey, chicken. So there is no one traditional thing. But in Slovakia,
And I found out our family doesn't really do traditional Christmas dinner because the Christmas soup we do for New Year's Eve. The cabbage soup is for New Year's Eve, kapusnica, and for Christmas for us. And I found out that it comes from north of Slovakia because my grandparents were from there. We do like mushroom, this like creamy mushroom soup, and then it's fried carb and potato salad.
which is not a salad,
But
it's potato
our
with mayo.
potato salad is very different than potato salad. So it's cooked mashed potatoes with other type of cooked vegetables like carrots, peas, and stuff. Um, pickles, and people put mayonnaise or yogurt. And so that's and then the 25th, my family, which then this tradition comes from Western Slovakia, we do turkey as Thanksgiving in the States. So it's turkey with this weird potato salad.
Yeah, I must say that I don't like
And
the combination at all.
the nicest thing about Christmas is Vianočné trubičky. I have no idea how to translate this. I'm sorry.
Kind of rolls like.
But they are this type of pastry which is like cracker pastry but very very soft. And they roll them into these like rolls and you can put honey inside or whatever and they are so damn nice. So nice. Really.
Okay. So moving on, we go to February in Ecuador. Normally we have Carnival, which it's something I never liked.
Wait, do you celebrate 6th of January, the Three
No, we
Kings?
don't. I mean, maybe
I
you
think
talk about, but we
this
don't
is
celebrate.
something that's only in Europe. Like almost all of the European countries celebrate that. But I think outside of Europe it's not a thing.
Sorry, I just lost the point. Yeah, Carnival.
And it's like for in Slovakia, I know that there is always a promenade through the city. All the bigger cities, there's a promenade, and there's like the three kings that brought gifts to baby Jesus. And one year, I remember I was working in the city center, and I was working the 6th, and I swear to you, there was a camel under Michalska Brana because one of the kings in
Imported from.
in Slovak viewing of Bible is a person from Africa who comes on a camel. So
Well, I guess
Fun
it
stuff.
was a lot of work to get the camel in here,
yeah.
especially in January. Poor camel. Yeah. Now let's go to the carnival.
Carnival.
Which I really like. You might hear like all of the parties and the parades in Rio, in Brazil. But in Ecuador, in certain cities like Ambatos, it's something similar in the sense.
The lasagna. Yeah, sorry, my dinner almost burned.
Again, so
Carnival.
carnival in Ecuador, the celebration when I never like it. Now I'm realizing how terrible we're with the ecology in Ecuador. It's because you throw water to each other. So
Water?
you get these small balloons, fill them. It's very dangerous and actually it's very stupid. And I don't know where the tradition came from. I never liked it, and then now, well, I haven't been there in 10 years, so I don't know how it is now. But always was like tricky, especially those days, because
And are there parades in the city?
in some cities
Do
yes,
people
but not,
get like dressed in a specific way?
in some cities yes, which is cool I think because
That
it's
must be
super,
so pretty.
it's very pretty. So a lot of flowers and fruits, that kind of
Ooh.
stuff. But not in my city. In my city, actually, those days are terrible. If you go out, maybe you need to go to the pharmacy or something, and somebody would just passing by and will throw your water to
Okay.
you. So it's not pleasant. And yeah, it's, I don't know how it is now, but yeah, I don't like it. But I would like to go one day to one of these cities when actually have the parades and everything.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
All right. And so
We go to Easter.
to Easter. So Easter is, I think we don't do Easter hunt. No hunting for Easter eggs. There's no Easter bunny in Slovakia. Nothing. So there's the Big Friday, and then there's Saturday, Sunday. There are some specific foods, and we decorate the eggshells that are called kraslice, which are a super traditional thing, and a lot of traditional food. I could go on and on about food, but that's not important. The important day on Easter is Easter Monday in Slovakia, which is a national holiday. Is it a national holiday in
No,
Ecuador?
normally it's the Friday and sometimes Thursday.
Yeah.
But I think like nowadays only Friday. But normally I remember in my school, was in the Catholic school, you had the whole week.
Yeah.
So that was like.
Do you do anything specific for Easter?
You go to church. There
Yeah,
are
of course.
a lot of plays about like the crucifixion.
Yeah, of course.
So some are more realistic than others. It's a bit like, it's a bit interesting. So to say, but one something it's very typical. I mean, a part of course going to church is the food. We have this special soup, which is called fanesca in Ecuador, and everybody's super hype about it. I dislike it totally because it's all the good ingredients that you can have. You put it together. So you have some plantain, corn, pork meat, even some fish. Like I don't know, like fish, everything, like everything. I never understood. I never understood why. Like you put all these beautiful things together, and that's a terrible combination. So thanks to my grandma, like these days, like everybody was eating it, and you don't eat meat. I was having tuna with rice or fried egg or something like that, but it was like, yeah.
Yeah, so Easter Monday in Slovakia is, for us, is nothing weird. For anyone who's not from Slovakia, this will sound extremely aggressive, like an aggressive tradition, but it has its roots in the pagan traditions. So before Slovaks were before the Saint Cyril and Methodius brought the Christian religion, we had our pagan traditions. And so Easter Monday, your guy friends, if you're a girl, will come to your house with a bucket of cold water and a whip made out of what's it called, elder tree branches, because they are very flexible, and basically they bath you in this cold water and like kind of hit you with this whip, but very gently, and it's supposed to keep you young and beautiful for the rest of the year.
Spoiler alert, that doesn't work because Easter.
Yeah, spoiler alert. No, actually, it's because in the pagan times, April or Easter was beginning of the year because it was beginning of spring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Sounds horrible. went through it all my life, and at this point I'm like, yeah, I don't care. The thing that makes me angry is you were supposed to, after they come, you're supposed to give them food and drinks, which I don't think is fair. But
No.
yeah, I mean, it's a tradition, and it's like, it comes from what people used to believe back in the day. So
There you go.
yeah.
Let it be. But you see that violence with water happens everywhere.
Violence with water for some reason.
We need to save water. Come on, stop like wasting water for no reason.
Yeah.
So I think that we covered the main holidays. Like the rest of holidays in Ecuador are related to Independence Days.
Yeah, for us it's either political or some of them are religious also. Like I don't 1st of May is everywhere, I guess.
Work, yeah.
The work day, and then there's like, yeah, I think rest of it is political in Slovakia. Yeah, the 5th of July is the same day as Saint Cyrilius and Methodius, which they didn't only bring, for us they didn't only bring the religion, but they also brought the first written written form of our language, so that's quite important, but we don't do anything special for that.
Goodie. So I think it's all everything for today.
Yay!
So
Did you learn something new today? I hope you did.
see
See
Obrigado.
you next time.
Until next time. Ciao ciao.
Bye.